really does look very crude. We're all using very crude tools. I mean, like how do we know? Look, he's a really well-modeled puppet. And, we've had for years, he pups out of that. But if the audience kind of builds up an emotional relationship with him, the logs and through literally all the exposition we did throughout the level, he would just be the puppet. He would just be, the next boss monster that you have to DOT and crit on. And I think that's the difference. How do you create a character to have a relationship with when that actual character is actually not very impressive in terms of expressibility?
You want to watch AAA games? I know that previously you also said when you project started, you wrote down you can make AAA games. I'm kind of keen to know how you turn that, which is kind of what everybody says, how you turn that from theory to reality. And just want to see that beyond always detailed backstory, just the details everywhere.
We're working on a new thing now, and the thing that always strikes us every time we sit down to do it is I have no recollection how we did that. And I think that's a blessing and a curse because it is such a complicated, long process that, it's almost, when we start to dig through the early Bioshock stuff, and it's like archaeological for us. It's like finding the lost ark. I don't remember so long ago, and there's so many iterations that even reconstructing, the series of events, the process is sometimes really challenging. Unfortunately, we have a lot of documentation on Bioshock. We can really go back to the first things I wrote, the first big daddy job.
A lot of it's really terrible.
How second that is look at quite recently. Ideas where there's a project.
Well, the first code, Bioshock code ever, is when I got that first demo. It was with the heel man.
This was back in 2002.
I think it was in my 20s.
It was actually based on the PS2 engine that recorded the Xbox, and was set in. It looked like a space station. It actually wasn't underwater.
What's the water? But it was the future.
Right.
Very different.
Really attempt to build upon the 2 style gameplay, and it looked a lot like Shock 2 in terms of aesthetic and very awful creatures. Can we which is a man with no legs or something, crawl on the floor?
Yeah, I had this idea that the heel man would be terrifying. It's just the heel guy who drags stuff across the floor. It's about as good as it sounds.
Yeah, he really did. Not only could he not move, he could also become invisible.
Yeah.
You kind of came in and there was the heel man, and you're like, I'm just going to.
I think this actor made me feel awesome.